And for those of you planning a visit to the doctor soon, we're going to now take some time to review a few rules of doctors' waiting room etiquette. Walk this way, if you will, won't you? And of course, if I could walk this way, I wouldn't need the talcum powder. Well, here we are in the waiting room. Now, the first thing when you arrive in the doctor's office waiting room, you want to let the nurse know you're here. So you just walk right up to the registration desk. Hi, I'm here for my flu shot. The name is Letterman, 10 o'clock.
Fine. The doctor will be with you shortly.
Uh-huh.
Would you care for some donuts, some marshmallow Krispies, or some flan? Only $2.50 a dozen. We baked them up right here in our office.
No, I'm really not interested, thank you.
Well, how about shoe shine and a manicure?
No, I'm fine.
Do you need any yard work done?
No, I don't need any yard work done. This brings us to rule number 1. Beware of doctors who depend on extra sources for their income. You want to watch that for...
You need a flu shot? I got flu shots. All you need, $50 a pop.
Who are you exactly?
I'm the doctor. Well, I'm a friend of the doctor's. I'm loosely associated with him, but he told me you needed a flu shot. $50 a pop.
Rule number 2, don't buy a flu shot from anyone in the waiting room. Wait until you're inside the office before getting any shots. Thank you very much.
Flu shots. Did I hear somebody mention flu shots? I'm pretty sure I had the flu.
Pretty sure I have the flu.
Thank you for your kind applause.
Okay.
Thank you for your kind applause. You're too good to me, really. Excuse me, sir. I understand you're offering flu shots at a bargain price. Dave, could you hold this for me?
Why, sure. What is this, Larry?
This is a doctor's office. What do you think it is?
Here you go. This is rule number 3 now. Never agree to hold anything for anyone in a doctor's waiting room.
Why, it's little Davy. My, how you've grown.
Hold it right there, Aunt Helen. Don't make me use this. I'll put daylight through you if I have to. Now get over there and sit down. Go on. No false moves. Well, what you have to remember here is people are in this office because there is something wrong with them, and you just can't be too careful.
Say, why are you seeing the doctor?
I have a duodenal ulcer.
Oh, that's terrible. Here, why don't you try a barbecue potato chip and some some bean dip? That'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Well, here's another common mistake to avoid. The rule is starve a duodenal ulcer, feed a fever.
I'm always getting that one mixed up.
Yeah, that's tricky to remember.
Excuse me, sir. You forgot to check in. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Larry Bud Melman.
And what did you want to see the doctor about? Excuse me? I'm sorry, Mr. Melman. You'll have to speak up.
I said when I sweat, I get a rash on my thigh that looks like the map of Mexico.
Well, this, I'd pay good money to see that. Now, this teaches us another important, don't sneak up on me. This teaches us another important lesson. Don't laugh at other people's symptoms.
This waiting is boring, Dave. What am I supposed to do?
Well, that's a good point. Now, exactly how long should you wait in a doctor's office before you get really steamed? You know, it's not unusual for a doctor to keep you waiting a long time, but you shouldn't feel obligated to wait more than one seasonal change.
Is Mr. Johnson here?
That's me. I'm right here.
Larry, you're not Mr. Johnson. What are you trying to do here?
But I'm tired of waiting. This is my chance to see the doctor.
Don't worry, Mr. Johnson. Although the procedure is extremely painful, it's effective nearly 30% of the time.
That reminds me of another rule. Never pretend to be another patient. Larry, this sounds pretty serious.
I don't care, David. I have nothing to live for.
What do you mean you have nothing to live for? You You have your work on the show here. You have our respect and of course, the respect of your millions of fans. And of course, you have your day job. I know you love your day job, and you still have that, all your friends there at the day job, Larry.
Not anymore, Dave. I just lost my day job. Didn't you see this article in yesterday's New York Times?
Well, let's see what we have here, Larry. New York Times, Monday, March 12th. By day, Mr. Melman worked part-time as a receptionist in a drug rehabilitation center, but last month his boss found out about Mr. Melman's nighttime career and asked him to resign. Is that true, Larry? Oh, gee, what was that guy's name? You don't know? You worked... Well, I guess the turnover there was so frequent that you hardly had time to memorize your boss's name, but... gee, Larry, I'm sorry to hear that you lost your job. I don't know what to say about that. That's awful.
I could just die.
Yeah, well, I wish there was some way I could convince you that life is worth living.
Dave, there's a phone call for.
Oh, thank you, Hal.
You can at the nurse's desk if you want to.
Thank you very much. It's Hal, our director. He's safe in the booth. Yeah, hello?
David, this is Gordon Cooper speaking.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's former astronaut Gordon Cooper. Colonel... Colonel, to what do we owe this honor, sir?
I've been watching the TV, and I've seen the New York Times article. And I'd just like to say a few words to Mr. Melman, if I may.
Oh, sure, Larry, he wants to talk to you. It's Colonel Cooper. Okay.
Hello.
Mr. Melman, you shouldn't be discouraged by a few setbacks. Even in the early space program, there were scrub missions and occasional technical failures. But it all led to Project Apollo, and you know how that worked out.
No, I don't. What happened?
We landed on the moon. And you too, Larry Bud, with courage and perseverance, will reach new altitudes in your career. All Americans are proud of the achievements of the space program. They're also proud of your achievements on the Letterman program.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Larry Bud. and
Good night, Colonel. Gosh, Dave, maybe I've got the right stuff after all.
You know, Larry, it's good to see you laugh again. Anything else? I think that worked all right, don't you? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
Dave.
Okay. All right, we have a great show for you tonight. Jay Leno will be out here in a few minutes, so come on back, folks. Thanks, Larry. Nice job.
Thank you.